What's up guys, Liftingnerdbro here. If you're new to Path of Exile, you may be wondering, what's the difference between each character and how do I choose the right character for what I want to do? So I'm gonna show you and give you a little explanation of each of the classes here. As you can see, we have the 7 classes that you can choose from. Of these 7, there are 3 main stat-based characters. The first one is the Marauder. The Marauder is the main strength class in the game. The next is the Ranger. She's the main dexterity-based class in the game. And the last one is the Witch. She's the main intelligence-based class in the game. But as I'm saying this, it is very important that you guys realize that you can easily make a spell-slinging Marauder. You can easily turn your Marauder into a caster and make him drop the hammer that he's so unfairly giving to begin with. You can also turn the Witch into a melee character, turn her into a powerhouse, boxer, whatever, with some nice face breakers or something like that. And you can easily turn the Ranger into a spell-slinging character as well. Well, now that we have established this, the basic thing you need to know here is that it actually doesn't matter too much what character or class you choose in Path of Exile, as long as you can plan your skill tree accordingly. The only real difference there is between the characters are the starting stats. And as you probably already guessed, the Ranger will have more dexterity to begin with, the Marauder will have more strength to begin with, and the Witch will have more intelligence. And in between we have the Duelist, which is a mix between strength and dexterity. We have the Scion, which is just like in the middle of everything. She's a bit of everything. You have the Shadow. He's a mix between dexterity and intelligence. And you have the Templar, which is a mix between strength and intelligence. Now, let me show you how this influences the skill tree and the way you start out in Path of Exile. Okay guys, so we're now at the skill tree planner for all of the classes. And the thing I want to show you here is that depending on the class that you pick, you will start out in different areas of the skill tree. Right now we have picked the Witch, and that means that we're starting out up here. If we were to choose the Templar, we would start out down here. The Marauder would start out here, the Duelist down here, the Ranger over here, and the Shadow here. And the last one, the Scion, would start out in between of them all. And this basically just means that each class in the game is starting out at different areas with each different bonuses that they can choose. And that's why, guys, I would recommend you, before you start your character, go to the skill tree planner, check out what the different classes, what kind of skill nodes they start out with, what kind of bonuses that they can get from early on, because it can make a really big difference. But as I said in the beginning of the game, in Path of Exile it doesn't actually matter too much what kind of class you're playing, as long as you can make some efficient traveling routes on the skill tree. So that's basically what I want to show you guys. The main difference of the class that you're choosing is where it's going to start out in the skill tree. One thing that should be noted as well as we round up this episode is that depending on your class choice, you will also have access to different skill gems. The Ranger, for instance, will have earlier access to most of the dexterity-based skill gems. The Witch up here will have earlier access to the intelligence-based skill gems, and the Marauder down here will have earlier access to some of the strength gems. That doesn't mean that if you're playing as a Marauder that you're not going to have access to some dexterity gems, but you won't have access to them as early on, and some of them is not given to you as a quest reward. So that's basically it, guys. I hope you guys found this useful. I know how hard it can be when you get into Path of Exile. It is a very, very complicated game, and hopefully this will help you choose the right class, or maybe just help you relax and enjoy the game and making the right decision when you're choosing the class. That's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching, and bros, do even nerd.